Hello everyone, great to see you all and great to have you in class. It's been a while, super excited about yoga today. We're going to do a 45-minute class, so let's get right into it. Let's start in standing and just start to set your intention. Close your eyes. Feet are hips width distance or a little wider if you'd like. Soft knees. Again, closing your eyes. Let out all the air out of your mouth. Get totally empty. And let's take a breath together. Breathing in through the nose, filling up all the way to the top. Hold your breath. And exhale through your mouth. One more inhale, all the way at full. Hold for a moment, and exhale through the mouth, side out. Let's get our arms involved. As you inhale, take your arms all the way out to the side, all the way up to the top. And then as you exhale, press your palms, bring them down to heart center. And then separate your hands at the bottom. Inhale, arms all the way to the side and up. Press the palms at the top, exhale through center. Continue on your own time. As you inhale, try to sweep your arms out to the side, stretching all the way up. Get really tall. Press the palms and exhale, maybe pushing the palms together, feeling a little resistance and heat there. Keep going. Try to link your breath with your movement, inhaling as the arms come all the way up. Exhale. Couple more. I'm just going to say it now. I don't know if you can hear it on the video, but you will maybe hear Winnie, my lovely puppy, going completely insane upstairs in her crate. And this is a good exercise in how you just come back to your breath. Don't need to let thoughts about what your crazy dog is doing, what you're doing later today, what you did earlier. You don't need to let those thoughts take over. Just bring it back to the breath. One more time. Inhale all the way out and up. Press the palms, exhale through center. And then at the bottom, pause with your palms pressed to heart center. Just take a moment of stillness here. Take an inhale through the nose. And an exhale. Let the arms fall down by the sides. You can open the eyes or keep them shut as you take your head to one side. And start to just do some half circles. So circle all the way through the front to the other side. And then back through the front, side to side. Little half circles. Nice and slow. You might feel some cracks or pops. Nothing to worry about. Just warming up the joints here. And then next time you go around the front, you can make a full circle. Go the other way with your circle. One more time. Bring your head back up to center. Place your fingertips on your shoulders, elbows wide, and then just make big circles with your elbows. You can move your upper body with it if you like, just sort of opening up through your shoulders and your chest. Bless you. Bless you. Just allergies. So you guys feel like when you sneeze, it's really scary now? I don't have COVID, I promise. Go the other way with your circle if you haven't. And then letting that go, let's do some side bends. So bringing one arm up and over, while you take the opposite hand and arm and you sort of make your way toward the ground with that. You reach down with the opposite arm is what I was looking for. And then come into the other side. Inhale up and over, side bend. Again, straightening the opposite arm, reaching it down as you go up and over with the arm that's on top. One more each side. Planting your feet, keeping your feet nice and solid here, planted into the ground, up and over, other side. And then back to center. Hands on your hips, slight bend in the knees, and just circle your hips around. So you want most of the movement to come from your lower body, even though obviously my upper body is moving. You're really trying to hit all the corners and the points of your hips here. So 2 corners in the front, and then you circle toward the back. 2 corners in the back. Go the other way. And then coming up to center, just do some nice easy twists. Letting your arms swing from side to side with you as you twist. You can keep your feet planted or you can lift as I'm doing, one heel at a time to get a little more rotation. One more each side, and then come back to center. Let your feet come out to the side, maybe 45 degrees, feet are a little wider. And then inhale up to the top, palms press. And as you exhale, bend the knees, come down to a squat. And then we're gonna inhale right back up. And exhale down to squat. A few more on your own. Inhaling through the nose, reaching up. And exhaling down into your squat. Two more. This is one. Last time, really inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, come down to your squat. Take a moment in your squat. Maybe shift from side to side, warming up your hips here. And then coming to center, slowly lower onto your butt. You can do it more gracefully than me if you want. Turning to the side, we're going to come into a boat pose. So hands and arms out to the side, framing your waist. Your shins are parallel to the mat, pulling in your belly. And then we're going to lift one leg, straighten one leg, and then rebend, straighten the other leg. Rebend, one more time, straighten one leg, and bend, straighten the other, and bend, back to center, and then lift one arm, and lower, lift the other arm, and lower, one more time, lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. Now let's try to lift everything, pulling in your belly, preparing to try to keep your balance as you lift and straighten your arms and your legs for 3, 2, 1. Arms behind you, feet to the mat. Just windshield wipe your legs side to side. Good, and then come back to center, come to a cross-legged seat. Doesn't matter which leg is under which, and then one hand on each knee. And just circle your upper body over your hips. Really planting your hands into your knees to help you circle around. Just warming up your hips, your low back. And go the other way. One more time around, and then switch your cross and do it again. One hand on each knee, And we circle around. Go the other way. And then come back to center. Clasp your hands in front of your face, palms press as you circle your fist. Make circles through your wrist. You could even try to keep your forearms pressed here. It'll help you kind of enhance the stretch and get a little bit more rotation. We're just going to warm up our wrists before we start putting weight on our hands. And go the other way with your circle. And then take an inhale, bring the palms to the chest. And then exhale, palms face out. Push forward, round your upper back. Look toward your belly button. Inhale, broaden your chest. Again, exhale, push forward, round your upper back. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Hold here for a moment. And then letting that go, come to your hands and knees. Just come into some cat-cows here. So inhale, arch your spine, look up. And exhale, round your spine, look toward your belly button. Push through your hands into the mat as you round. And then inhale, it's almost as if you're pulling the mat toward your knees as you drop your belly and look up. And exhale, round. A few more on your own. Inhaling all the way through the arch and exhaling all the way through the round. One more. Coming back to center, neutral spine. Pull your belly in. Nice flat back. And again, you're pulling in your belly to engage your abdominals and support your spine. Everything wraps around. You have that nice flat back. Tuck your toes. And then lift your knees just 1 inch off the mat. Nice strong push through the hands here to help support this. Pulling in that low belly. Breathe here. Look between your hands. Steady gaze. And then just breathe. Few seconds here. Inhale. And exhale. For 5. 4. 3. 2. Drop it down. Inhale, arch the spine. Look up. Exhale, round. Push the mat away. Back to center. Tuck the toes. Take 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, lift the knees just 1 inch off the mat. From here, we're going to tap the right knee to the mat and lift. Tap left knee and lift. And then just keep alternating. Right, lift, left, lift. For 5. Keep alternating. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. And then drop it down. Maybe stomp the tops of your feet on the mat. Shake your hips right to left. Last time, we're going to try this 1 more time. Fix your gaze in between your hands first. You want a really long neck. You never want to arch your neck to look up or super round. You want to keep that gaze right underneath you so that you can keep a long neck. Crown of the head reaches forward. Take an inhale, tuck your toes. And as you exhale, lift the knees 1 inch off the mat. You can hold steady here. You can just try to do some cat-cow tricky part is leaving the knees exactly where they are. For 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Take a second. And then we're just going to go right into an inhale to twist. Lift the right arm up. And exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left arm, right here to the mat. Hips pull back behind you. You can leave that left arm just hanging here in front of you. You can take it on top of the right hand, or you can take it behind your back. Whatever you prefer, just try to let the shoulders sink here. Big stretch. Breathe. Up more inhales and exhales. One more inhale. And exhale. Plant the left hand back onto the mat. Inhale, sweep the right arm up, twist. And exhale, plant the right hand, coming right into the left side. Inhale, left arm comes up, twist. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right arm, left ear to the mat. Pick where you want your hand, all the way out in front of you, on top of the left hand, or behind your back. Just try to keep pulling your hips back behind you and squaring them off. Don't let your body sink to one side or the other. You're just letting that shoulder sink into the mat. Couple breaths here. Last time, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Planting the right hand onto the mat. Inhale, sweep the left arm up to twist. And exhale, plant the left arm back down. Neutral spine here, pulling in the belly. And then we're going to pull the right knee into the chest. And then we're going to take the knee in circles. So out to the side and circle it around and back through. So just circling through the right side of the hip. Using that knee, really trying to focus on the knee, making a big circle, especially toward the back as you come around back. Make sure you're lifting as much as you can. Planting the hands, this is really coming mostly from the lower body, trying to keep the shoulders stationary. Switch your circle if you didn't. One more circle. Lift the left leg or the right leg behind you. Hold it up. And then pull that right knee out to the right shoulder. Straighten the right leg and drop the right foot down to the side, coming to standing on your left knee. Inhale up and over with the left arm, right hand on the outside of the right shin. And you want to think of it as if you're between two very narrow panes of glass. So you want to make yourself very narrow. So pushing your hips forward, not letting your butt stick out here. You want to really pull the belly in. And then you want to also turn the right side of your chest toward the ceiling. So you don't want to face your chest down toward your right leg. You want to rotate it up. Couple more breaths here. Feel that big opening through the left side of your body. And then turn to face the right leg, pulling the hips back and folding forward over that right leg. Couple breaths. Walk the hands all the way around to center, and then walk them forward, maybe the length of like one hand, bending it through that right knee, and you're just going to circle your upper body. Nice easy circles, just move intuitively slowly letting your right knee bend as you come around, just opening up again even more through the inner thigh on the right side of your hip. Big circles. Go the other way. And then come back to center. Pull the hands back toward your body and then just pull that right leg back behind you so you're in your tabletop again. Great, coming into the left side, let's pull the left knee in toward your chest and then take it out to the side and all the way around. Again, keeping the upper body and the shoulders stationary, planting the hands as you just circle through your left hip, moving in your lower body mostly. Big circle with that left knee, especially toward the back here. And then go the other way with your circle. One more circle, and then the next time the left leg is behind you, leave it there. And then pull that left knee to the left side of your left shoulder. And then straighten out that left leg, drop the left foot, come to standing on your right knee. Take a moment and then inhale up and over with your right arm. You want your left foot to be parallel to the back of your mat, so you don't want it out to the side, you want to keep it in there. And then your left hand is on your shin, left shin. And you're pushing your hips forward. You're not letting your butt stick out, tuck your tailbone. And then rotate the left side of your chest toward the ceiling as much as you can so that you can fit between two narrow panes of glass. Couple breaths here. One more breath. And then turn to face your left leg, pulling the hips back, fold. Keep pulling the hips back behind you as you try to reach your chest toward your knee. Walk the hands all the way through to the front. Take the hands up, one hand length-ish. Bend the left knee and start to just circle around on the other side here. Go at your own pace. Don't need to rush. Go the other way with your circle when you're ready. Again, you're really wanting to feel this on the inner thigh on the left side. One more circle. Then come back to center, pulling the left leg in so you're back in your tabletop. Let's just move through a couple cat-cows here. Inhale, arch the spine, look up. Exhale, round. Again, inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come back to center, neutral spine. Practice really pushing through the mat here. Push so hard, send your shoulder blades away from each other. Chest comes away from the mat. Push, push, push. And then just drop your chest, let your shoulder blades come together behind you. And then push. Broad shoulder blades coming away from each other, pushing through the mat. And then let it drop, let it sink, shoulder blades come together. Last time, push, push, push. Shoulder blades come apart, broad upper chest, upper back, I mean. And then hold this and step your feet back to a plank. From this plank, I want you to reach your right knee to your right elbow. and back. Left knee, left elbow, and back. And keep going. Right, back, left, back for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back and hold. Come down to your forearms, forearm plank, and shift forward and back. Forward and back. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back to a child's pose. Big toes touch, knees come wide, hips to your heels, arms in front of you. And then send your forehead to the mat. Take a couple big breaths here. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Refocus. Bend your elbows here, press your palms. Feel that bicep stretch. You want to try to press your palms to the back of your neck. Deep breath. Then reach your arms out in front of you again. Take one last breath here. Set an intention to focus for the rest of the class. And push yourself back to your tabletop. Step your feet back to a plank, and then push back to your down dog. You can start to pedal your legs, bend one knee and then the other here in your down dog. And really push through your hands here, through your fingertips. For your whole hand, you really want to push here. Don't let yourself sink. And really make a connection with the mat through each of your fingertips. And then once you're done pedaling, just stay here in a firm down dog for a moment. Slight bend in your knees, pushing your hips to the ceiling, pulling your belly in, look between your feet. Take one inhale. On your exhale, bend your knees, look to the front of your mat, and then walk yourself up to a forward fold. Bend your knees a lot in your forward fold. You can grab opposite elbows, sway from side to side. And then let your arms go if you have any grip there. Take another breath. Keeping your knees bent, slowly roll yourself up to stand. Head is the last thing to come up. Then inhale, sweep the arms up for a mountain pose. Arms are by your ears. Pinkies are facing in toward each other. You are trying to be a straight line here, so you're tucking your tailbone underneath you and lifting up, pulling your belly in, pulling your low ribs in. Again, keeping arms by your ears, pinkies face in. Take a moment here, breathe in, and breathe out. One more breath in. Press your palms at the top, and as you exhale, bring your hands through heart center and fold. From here, step just your left foot back. Right foot is in between your hands. Left foot is like up on the toes. Your heel is really lifted like you're wearing a pair of high heels. You're about to get into a pair of high heels. Make sure your feet are separated so they're not on a tightrope, they're on railroad tracks. And then start to lift up for your high lunge. Sweep the arms up, or you can keep them at your hips if you want, your hands at your hips, or you can sweep the arms up by your ears. Or really anything you want to do with your arms. We're We're gonna be focusing on the lower body here. So again, keeping that back leg really straight and strong, pulling in the belly, nice bend in your right knee. And we're gonna bend the left knee and tap the knee down to the mat, come back up. So let's lower to tap and lift. Keeping the bend in the right knee the whole time. Lower and lift. We'll do 3 more. Lower for 3, lower for 2, lower for 1. Lift, lift, lift. Inhale, maybe sweep back a little bit, and then come back down. Step back to your plank. Drop to your knees. Bring your chest all the way down. Elbows keep pulling into your chest. And then push yourself back up. Straighten your legs. And send your hips back for your down dog. Take a breath here in down dog. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Next time you inhale, bend your knees, look toward your hands, and then walk yourself up to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need in your forward fold. Let's measure out hips width distance here. So 2 fists in between your feet. That's hip width. And then we're going to inhale to sweep yourself all the way up to stand for your mountain pose. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift, hands on shins or thighs or the floor. Straight, flat spine. Weight into your toes rather than your heels. And then exhale, fold. Again, inhale, half lift. Maybe a slight bend in your knees. This is kind of like a deadlift. And then exhale. Let's try one more. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Let's do one more mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up, tuck your tailbone. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. You guys got this. Exhale, fold. Step just your right foot back. Again, prepping for our high lunge. Make sure your feet are apart from each other on railroad tracks. Really straight, straight, straight through that right leg. And then lift up to your high lunge. Hands either on your hips or inhale to sweep your arms up. And we're going to slowly lower and lift. Back leg lowers to tap. And then lift. Get all the way straight with that back leg. Squeeze the right butt cheek at the top. Lower that leg down. Tap and lift. Lower and lift for 3. Lower, 2. Lower. 1. Hold, hold, hold. Inhale, sweep up, maybe arch back. And then exhale, hands come to frame that left foot. Step the left foot back. This time we're going to lower all the way down to laying on the mat. And then let it go. Arms by your sides, one ear to the mat. Bend your knees and windshield wipe your legs. Right to left. And then letting the legs come behind you. Try to zip up your legs and your feet to the best of your ability. Palms down on the mat. Top of the hand is up. And then bring your chin to the mat. And we're gonna lift everything up, but as you do so, try to keep your legs and your feet zipped up. So let's inhale, lift your chest and your legs. Palms come to face up. And lift. Try to lift one more rib off the mat. And then lower opposite ear to the mat. You can either stay like this or bend the knees to windshield wipe the feet. And then straighten the legs behind you. We're going to try again. Chin to the mat. Get ready. Zip up. Inhale, lift. Palms face up. Try to really lift the arms. Feel that in your triceps. You're zipping up the legs behind you. Lift your ribs off the mat for 3, 2, Let it go. Opposite ear to the mat. Windshield wipe the feet or just stay here and breathe. We're going to try one more. You can either do the same thing we did. You can bend your knees and grab your ankles or your feet for a bow pose. So this is what we do when we're grabbing. You bend your knees, bring your feet toward your butt, and then grab your ankles or your feet. And we're gonna lift. As we lift our chest, we're gonna kick into our hands. Feel that big opening through your chest. Lift, lift, lift. Keep kicking for 3, for 2. Let it go. Really good job. Inhale and exhale. Arms come out to the side this time, nice and wide. I'm gonna do this because I'm always at my tiny house with no room for this in the videos. It's such a treat, guys. Bend your right knee and then lift your right foot all the way up and over as if you're trying to reach it to your left hand. Feel that opening through the left side of your chest. Breathe. And then come all the way back through center. Arms stay out the whole time. We're going to come over to the other side, bend the left knee. Left foot comes all the way up and over. Trying to reach that right hand, but you won't. You just want to take it that direction. Feel that opening in the right chest. Breathe. One more time, back through center. Right knee bends, right foot up and over. If you want to try to grab your right foot or right ankle with your right hand here, you can do that. And then back through center one more time. Up and over, left foot. If you want to grab the left foot with your hand, you can. Don't have to at all. It's really like negotiating, I feel like, the right angle more so than flexibility. But just stay here. If this is good, just like that, that's good. Back to center. And then push yourself back up and back to a child's pose. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to your tabletop, push to a plank, and then down dog. From here, just put your right foot in between your hands, bring it through. Coming up to your high lunge, just for a moment. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, straighten both legs, and then turn yourself to the left so that you're in this forward facing with wide legs. Hands on your hips. Inhale, look up, send your chest up. And exhale, fold forward. Wide leg forward fold. You can stay here. You can grab your ankles. You can just have your hands on the mat. You can bend one knee and then the other if that feels good. Really just kind of free movement here, opening up through the hamstrings and the hips. Big breaths. One more breath. And then walk your hands all the way to the front. Turn your right foot to the front of your mat again. Step that left foot in quite a bit so that you have this very short distance. And we're going to fold forward in our pyramid fold. Both legs are straight. Square the hips to the back of the mat. That really means pulling the right side of your hip back a lot of the time. And then you're just trying to send your chest toward your knee here. So feel this in your right hamstring. Big inhale through the nose. Deep exhales through the mouth. One more breath in through the nose. As you exhale, rebend your right knee, step that left foot back, hands frame the right foot, stepping the right foot back. Push yourself back to down dog. We'll come right into the left side. Left knee pulls in, left foot between the hands. Get ready to come into your high lunge. Send your feet opposite directions. And then come all the way up. Inhale. I'm going to switch my direction because I'm anticipating. And then straighten both legs. Turn to the center. So you're getting ready for your wide leg forward fold. Interlace your hands behind you. Really straighten your arms. Send your chest up. And then fold forward. With our hands interlaced. Slight bend in the elbows. And then just kind of let your hands fall toward your head. Back behind you. Sometimes this can quickly become a bit much for your shoulders. Whenever you're ready, you can release the grip and just come into your forward fold. Big breaths here. And then from here, start to bend both knees, sitting your butt back, almost as if you're about to sit down, and then re-straighten your legs. A couple of those. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. One more, bend and straighten. And then from here, we're just going to start bending side to side. So bend into your right knee, and then come on over to the left side, bend the left knee. Keep going. You can use the hands on the mat to help you. If you're into a little bit of an effort or balance challenge, you can bring your palms to your heart center, and you can bend this way using the strength of your hips and your legs and your core. One more time each side. And then just pick a side. No, actually come to the right side, right knee bends, and then sit your butt back. And from here, bring your right foot into the inside of your left inner thigh, just like this. So like a little half. You're all doing it right. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, turn to face the left leg and fold forward here. You really should feel this, honestly, in the left or the right side of your low back. I find this to be, and really the whole right side of your upper body. I find this to be much more of a stretch in the low back and the hips than it is in the leg, though we are folding forward. Breathe here. One more breath. And come back up and switch sides. Left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Get all set. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Turn to face the right leg and fold. One more breath. And then coming back up, we're going to bring the right foot in too, both knees bent to a little butterfly here. You can bring the feet closer to your inner thighs or further away. It doesn't really matter. It's a little bit less intense the further your feet are away. And you can keep your elbows on the insides of your knees and just start to fold forward. Flat back. Chest is still kind of lifted as you fold forward. You don't want to be rounding to try to get there. The goal is to really put a little bit of pressure on the knees with your elbows as you fold, just to the degree that you start to feel it in the outsides of your hips. Breathe here, look to your feet. Nice flat neck, or flat neck, straight neck always. You want a long neck. Slight tuck of your chin. Good. Start to lift back up. Close your knees like a book. And we come into one more boat pose here. Shins come to parallel with the mat. You're lifting your chest and your upper body to try to get your chest a little bit closer to your knees. Pulling in your low belly. Arms out to the sides. And then bring the hands to heart center. And we're going to twist. We're going to go left. Try to tap the mat with your hands. And then we're going to go right. And left and right. Kind of like Russian twists, right, Mom? Is it a Russian twist? It is. She says it is. I grew up with these. Woo! See, you might lose your balance. It's okay. You're always trying to be like on the tippy top of your butt bone here. You can really feel when you're in the right angle with the tension. Twist for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side. And then come back to your boat pose. Hold, hold, hold. Slowly lower. Low boat, lifting your shoulders off the mat. Feet are hovering. And then scissor kick your feet. For 3, for 2, for 1. Let it go. Big stretch arms and legs. Exhale. Bring the knees into the chest. One hand on each knee. And we'll just circle around. Go the other way with your circle. Pull your knees back into your chest. I just want to do a couple quick bridges here to do the opposite of what we just did. Arms out to the side, feet in pretty close to the butt. Plant your feet nice and firm and then lift your hips and hold. And pull your low ribs down so you're not arching your back here. You want your back to be pretty close to the mat. You're really just sending your hips up by pushing into the mat with your feet and your heels. Slowly lower. Take an inhale. On your exhale, lift it up. From here, start to try to pull your knees into each other. Pulse, pulse, in. Keep lifting your hips as you pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2. Let it go. One more time. Inhale. On your exhale, lift the hips. Keep lifting, and this time we pulse out. Out. Keep planting the feet. It's a little tougher because your feet want to come up a little bit as you do this. Plant the feet. Use the outsides of your glutes. Really squeeze. The butt is lazy. Make it work. Squeeze. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Lift. And then slowly lower. Pull the knees into the chest. Inhale. And exhale. Grab the outsides of the feet for happy baby. For your happy baby, you want to really be pushing down with your hands. And then you can just straighten one leg or the other. You can rock from side to side. You want to keep your low back on the mat the whole time. Take a couple breaths here. Happy baby is such a great hip opener. And then we have about 30 seconds to do whatever you feel you might still need. And then find your final resting pose. So that can mean feet up a wall. If you have a wall nearby, you can just sort of be in this position with your legs and your feet against the wall. You can bring your feet wide and your knees in to knock toward each other. You can have your legs and your arms out by your sides for traditional Shavasana. Or anything that feels good for you. Just find a good resting pose. And then just close your eyes. Let's take a breath or two together. Letting out all the air. Inhale through the nose, all the way to the top. Hold it at the top. Take one more sip of air. And sigh it out. Again, inhale. One more sip at the top. Sigh it out. Let's do one more, third time's a charm. Inhale for all the work you did today. Hold. Exhale. Let go of all tension in your body, in your muscles, in your face. Feel the ground underneath you absorbing and holding your weight. Let go of all effort. Let go of all thoughts. Try to just feel your body here after all your good work. Focus on your breath. And I really encourage you, as always, to take 3 to 5 minutes in this rest, letting your body absorb everything you've done. So good for you. Thank you so much for joining. Great to see you all again, and I'll see you again soon. Have a good one. Thanks for joining. Bye.